Welcome to Ringwood Volkswagen. I'm Jack and this is the Polo GTI handover video. I'll go through some major steps of how to operate the vehicle and a few items within the vehicle. Do be advised that this car does have the optional sound and vision package and driver assistance package added to the vehicle, so some of these options may not apply for you. Bear with us. So in regards to entering and exiting the vehicle, there will be a dimple on the front driver and passenger door. That represents keyless entry for the vehicle. As long as you've got your key within a proximity of 1.5 meters to the vehicle, to lock it, you simply place your hand over the dimple. You'll notice the exterior mirrors fold in. To get in the vehicle, you just simply grab the handle and it will unlock and the exterior mirrors will fold out. When entering the fuel cap, on the top left hand corner of the flap itself, push it in and it comes out for you. You can use 95 or 98 premium fuel only. You can also use E10 now as well, just no 91. To release the fuel cap, slide to the left. There's a hole up here so you can place your fuel cap in. That way it's not going to damage any paintwork or leave excess drippings around the paintwork of the vehicle. Be advised, if the car's locked, it does run off your keyless entry of the vehicle, so if the car is locked, you can't actually enter the fuel cap. To open the tailgate, you simply head towards the emblem, flick it up like so, and it comes up on a couple of gas struts for you. Once you want to close the tailgate, you'll notice a little hand emblem up here. You simply stick your hand underneath this spot here, located underneath the rear of the tailgate, and then you flick it down. Inside the boot of the Polo, you've got 2 grocery bag hooks. So you've got one up here, you've got one up here, and you've got 3 tether points of baby seats. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you'll also notice you've got 4 tie-down points in the rear of the vehicle too. These tie-down points are to tie any items, objects that you've got in the rear of the car so they don't move around. You can keep them stationary in the back of the car. If you're wanting to access your spare wheel or anything like that, roadside assistance items, you simply lift this platform up here. It plugs through into these 2 spots here, enabling it to stay up in an upright position. You've got your space saver spare wheel down here. And then if you're wondering what this is, if you option out the sound and vision package, as spoken about before, that's your subwoofer for your sound system. If you're wondering where your vehicle jack and everything is as well, you simply open this bolt up here, pull the spare wheel out, and then all of your items are underneath this spare wheel here. Once placing it down, lock it into place. In the rear outbound seats, you've got ISOFIX slots for anybody that may have younger children in the back of the vehicle, or babies. They're easy for you to slot in and slot out any baby seats that you may have. You've also got 2 USB ports located in the back of the car as well to charge any entertainment devices for rear occupants. 1.25 litre bottle holders in each door, and a power window selection in each door as well. Child locks for the rear, just here. So in regards to adjusting the front 2 seats, as you can see down here, you've got a retractable pulley arm. You simply, to bring yourself up more towards the dashboard, the steering wheel, you simply flick up and it responds down like so, bringing you more up. And then when you're wanting to lower yourself down, you simply just push it down. If you're wanting to pull yourself forward and backwards, you've got a lever just down here that you pull up towards you and you can slide yourself forward and back. And then you've got the back platform down here as well that you can turn to synchronize the back adjustments. And then you've also, last but not least, you've got manual lumbar adjustment as well on the side of the seat. Front driver and passenger only. Okay, so when entering your glove box, the passenger side of the vehicle, you'll notice that you've got your CD player up here, located at the top. You've also got down here any business card slots, so you've got a holder down there, and you've also got coin holders down here also. A substantial amount of room as well, for if you wanted to put your owner's manual or anything in there also. When you enter the vehicle on the driver's side, you'll notice down here you've got all of your window operation selection. One touch automatic down and one touch automatic up. You've also got the window lock button down below that, enables you so other occupants in the vehicle can't put the windows up and down. You can control all that via this button here. Then this notch here, if you flick this to the right, you can move this around and it enables you to move your mirrors around to select them to how you uniquely want them. Also, placing it down like this folds the mirrors in. Facing it back up folds the mirrors out. And then this down here on the bottom right hand corner, that's your heated door mirror function, enabling the heated function to burn the condensation and mist off the exterior mirrors. On the right hand side of your steering wheel, you've got your headlight function down below here. You've got a level or adjustment for your headlights. So if you've got a heavy load in the back of the car and your car is on a slight angle and you notice that your headlights may be pointing up towards oncoming traffic, this is to level them out. On the right hand side here, you've got auto headlights. You can also manually adjust it to manual parkers and also manual normal beam if necessary. And you can also pull this back to activate your fog light function. To turn the fog light function off, you simply push that in. To turn the headlights off altogether, all the way to the top. But yeah, as a preferred spot, you'd probably just leave it in auto. Now to set your rain sensing wiper function. Your wiper lever is on the right hand side, your indicator lever is on the left hand side as it's a European car. To set the rain sensing wiper function, you simply flick the lever on the right hand side up one position. It will wipe once and then become rain sensing from here on. You've also got manual adjustments of manual slow up again and then manual quick up again. If you leave it on auto, it will intermittently wipe according to the conditions of the rain. There's also an intermittency lever above the actual lever itself. You can pull that all the way to the right if you need to. That's how I leave mine on. That way it's always going to be, regardless if it's drizzling or it's hammering down with rain, it's always going to be wiping accordingly. To switch it off, you keep it in a straight position. Okay, so as this car's got sound and vision package, it's got a 12.3 active info display cluster in front of the steering wheel. You'll notice that on the right hand side here, depending on what I do, whether I click these chrome buttons, I can move things around. Moving things around depending on what I want provided in front of me, whether it be navigation, driving data, anything that I want to know about the vehicle, vehicle status monitoring systems and everything as well, all configured via these chrome bars on the outskirts of the OK button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So say if I wanted to put on driving data and I wanted to know what my average fuel economy is, I simply move it around until I hit driving data, like so. And then I use these diagonal arrows to move things around of what I want represented on that screen there. Tripometer, oil temperature, digital speedo, which is also represented on the right hand side here. You've also got the gear on the left hand side here. Overview of what's going on as such. Now if I click the view button here, it enables me to actually let go of the actual dials themselves, so I can have my navigation represented on the whole screen if I wanted to, depending on what you prefer. Digital speedo on the bottom right and gear on the bottom left, and then if I click the view button again, it brings up another selection or menu of average fuel consumption ratios and all them sort of things as well If I click the view button once more, it brings me back to where I started, back to the normal dials. On the right hand side of the screen, I've got my fuel tank capacity range, and I've also got my engine temperature of my vehicle as well. So on the left hand side of the steering wheel here, we've got the cruise control options of how to set it, reset it. This car does have the adaptive cruise control option added to the vehicle, as it's got the driver assistance package. As you can see, there's an odometer reading of 22 kilometers on the vehicle. This is how you know that if it's set or not. So it's deactivated at the moment, enabling me to view my current odometer reading of the vehicle. If I press this button here, it activates my adaptive cruise control feature. As you can see, kilometers an hour is in front of me now instead of my odometer reading on the car. Simply positive and negative sets the speed of what I want to be at. So if I want to set it at, say, 70 kilometers an hour or 80 kilometers an hour, I can do. And then I just simply press set. Now this button here in the middle, this is your most important button. This is the button that measures the distance between you and that vehicle in front. So say if I've set my cruise control to 80 kilometers an hour, which it's at now, but if the car in front of me is commuting at only 60, my car will keep the distance of whatever I've set it to and keep that distance of 60 kilometers an hour. Once that vehicle veers out of the way, my car will then reset to 80 kilometers an hour. So at the moment, if I click this button here, I'm set to 3 seconds behind the car in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to 1 again. So 3 seconds is probably my preferred setting, but it just depends on what you prefer. That way your car's got enough time to react if it needs to brake in case of an emergency or anything like that. There's a mode button down here also. If you click that button there, you can set a speed limiter. So in regards to that, your car won't let you go over that speed that you've set the speed limiter to unless you apply the accelerator for further than 5 seconds. To switch it off, you simply press the clock button, the O1, and you'll then see the odometer reading and it's deactivated. Standard on the Polo GTI is your 8-inch Discover Media satellite navigation system with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. If you get the sound and vision package, not only you get a wireless charger, this cockpit down here, but you also get navigation built into the system as well, so you don't have to use your phone. Radio options up here, you can click from AM to FM. You've got the media feature down here as well. The media feature enables you to sync through sources in regards to CD. You can also put through your Bluetooth connectivity on the vehicle so you can have all your phones streaming through the speakers itself. You've got your Bluetooth connectivity as such here. You can have a couple of phones connected at the same time, but it does let you switch between them. Whatever phone's displaying on this screen will be the one that plays through the speakers if the phone rings. Navigation's up here. Apple CarPlay's here, so if I click the app button, it brings me up to Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and MirrorLink. Depending on what phone I use, we'll trigger through the USB port down below here, and it will configure to this screen and mirror onto this screen. That way, if I wanted to use Spotify, Google Images, maps off my phone in general, I can do via plugging my phone in and it appearing on this screen. Be advised, you do have to enable Siri for it to work. Now with the Polo GTI, there's a car button on the right hand side underneath the right hand notch. So if I click that button, that gives me my average fuel consumption since start, long term, and then since refueling, okay? It's also got a selection, so you can select a few things. Now, with a Polo GTI owner, it's a great thing to look at sport because it gives you a lap timer and it also gives you a performance monitoring system that lets you know a little bit more about your turbo of how that's performing while you drive. Driving data also gives you a thing called Think Blue Trainer. Now this mode enables you to view out of 100 of how economical you've been with your vehicle to get you your blue score. Should be around 6.1 litres per 100 in a combined fuel consumption ratio. Now down on the bottom right hand corner here, that's your menu. Everything on the outskirts of the actual screen here deviates straight into the middle for you, so you can have a play around with it as much as you want. Dual zone climate control, standard. So you and your passenger can drive in comfort at different temperatures coming through the right and left vents. You can also synchronize them together as well, just by pressing the sync button, and that evens them out at, say, 25 degrees. You've got all your features up above, and then below you've got all of your fan speeds as such as well. As spoken before, you've got your wireless phone charger down here if you decide to get the sound and vision package, which not only gives you this screen here, the Beats premium audio system, the navigation, but also the wireless phone charger. You can keep your phone in a case and it will still charge for you. Okay, so this car is push button start. You do have to have your foot on the brake and hold down the start engine button with your finger for the engine to start. If you want just the accessory mode of the vehicle to start without the engine turning on, you simply do the exact same thing but without your foot on the brake pedal. On the right hand side here, you'll see an A off button. That enables the car to deactivate the auto stop start just by pushing it, and it will turn amber, turning that off so when your car's stationary it doesn't turn itself off. It is a default setting to the vehicle, so you will have to turn it off every time you get in the vehicle if you're not a huge fan of this item. You've also got your traction control button. You can switch that off at the click of a finger just here. Then you've also got the mode button. Now you've got Eco, Normal, Sport and Individual. You can change the way that your car drives via the individual mode. You can change the features up here so you can have the drive and the steering all configured uniquely to how you want it to be when you get in your vehicle. And then you can just change it around just the flick of a button, or you can touch it, whatever you prefer doing. Now, because this car's got driver assistance, park assist, you press this button, your car will give you an intro in regards to how to work it via this screen here. Parking pilot, you click that button there and it will give you your front and rear parking sensors, show you how far from any objects that you might be, and then your rear traffic alert up on the top and the bottom down here. Be advised, this button also is part of the driver assistance package. Your car has also got a reverse camera. Once you put your car in reverse, it does automatically come up for you. And then you've got your handbrake to pull up and down as such whenever you park your vehicle. 12-volt power socket input outlet just in here, so if you wanted to charge any extra devices you can do. So you've got two cup holders located in the middle console here next to the handbrake. You've also got a spot where you can put any coins or anything that you've got in the vehicle. And then you've got a center armrest, which also comes forward and back for your arm comfort, with a spot in there to put a few things as well. Up above, last but not least, you've got your sunglass compartment. If you're ever needing to enter your engine bay, your bonnet release lever is on the right hand side here, next to your driving pedals. So all you simply do is pull that back. And you'll see that it's gradually opened up. Above the emblem itself, you've got a little lever that you flick to the left and then you pull it up. This lever down here needs to go into this spot over here with the arrow next to it. It should look like this. Now, for your convenience, if you need any top-ups, we do offer complimentary top-ups here at Volkswagen between service intervals. You've got your coolant here, you've got your brake fluid here, you've got your oil spill rod dipstick here, got your oil cap here, you've got your water washer fluid for your windows as well. You've got your fuse box in here, and then you've got your positive here for your battery and your negative for your battery over here. Thanks everyone for taking your time to watch our video today. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.